All right, let's try this again. Because I had to stop the live because y'all couldn't come. So let's see what this does. Let me know. Okay. All right. Very good. Now y'all can comment. Yeah, because I was like, that is so weird. Like, everybody's in the room and no one's not saying anything. That is unlike y'all to just sit there and watch me. So I was like, who's in the room and why are they not talking? Like, it was eerie. It was creepy. I was like, oh gosh. Like, okay. So, hey everybody. What's up? Okay, so who's in the room? What up, Jen, JD, Avance, Penny, Kaj, I don't know how to speak, Allison, the writer rising. Hey everybody to the room. Yeah, so we about to do this soup, okay? And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. So if anybody has suggestions, let me know. It's so cool to see when you soak beans and stuff. Now it says you don't have to soak lentils, but I do. Yeah, I did get your text. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for doing that. Like, I really appreciate that because I was not aware of what was going on. But look at this. You see, I let the lentils soak for a couple of days, and now it's sprouting. That's so funny to me that that happens. Yeah, so, okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to saute the celery. That's what I'm gonna do. Saute the celery and the bell pepper. I got. Oh, the lentils are black lentils, but because they're soaked and they're sprouting, they look kind of yellow now. But yeah, so I'm gonna have those, and then I'm gonna put some zucchini. Like everything that this soup is going to be is whatever is in my refrigerator. Like that's the thing that I want to promote. Oh, we're cooking lentil kale soup today, our stew. The thing that I want to promote for everyone is to be creative in your kitchen. Don't think that you have to go to the grocery store every time to make a lavish meal. Like, go in your refrigerator and your cabinet and see what you have, and I promise you, you can make anything and you can make it delicious too. I promise. And so that's pretty much how I did all of my recipes in the previous cookbook that I was a part of. I just just took the ingredients because we pretty much bought the same ingredients. And so I just got creative with those ingredients. So today, that's what I'm doing today with everything that I have. So now I'm just trying to figure out, like, how am I going to structure it. But also today is Friday. And I know that we're at a different time zone because I'm in Hawaii. I'm in the big island of Hawaii for anybody that's watching and does not know. So right now it's like 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. So I'm preparing this for lunch. Um, yes, exactly, Jen JT. And so today is Friday. Today is Venus Day. So I want to put that out there. Make sure today you're focused on beautiful things. You focus on creativity. You focus on the things that you love. Today relate to someone in a loving way. Hey, Linda. And channel your femininity. Even if you're a man, channel your feminine side. As a man today, it's about beauty. You're beautiful. Everyone's beautiful in their own way. And so today, that's why I'm wearing pink. And then I'm making a delicious soup because, I like to take care of myself. That's one thing that keeps me beautiful is taking care of myself and eating healthy, delicious foods. And it's something about a nice soup that just always warms my heart. And so, yeah. So today, Venus Day. But then also, if you want to know what you should be focused on this day, go to the house in your Venus sign. Thank you, Linda. Go to the house in your Venus sign. My Venus is in the fifth house. So today I focus on, creativity, self-expression. That's why I'm live with y'all in the kitchen today, expressing myself in the kitchen. I love to cook. When I'm in the mood to cook, I like to do it. And then being with Zen, because the fifth house is about children. It's about that inner child. So giving him more attention today and just doing things that are fun. Oh, what's her name? Malaysia Monique said hers is Gemini in the third house. So most definitely, Monique, you should be focused on communicating, learning information. Like, that's what you should be focused on today. Creative ways of communicating and talking to someone that you love and connecting with people, going out in your community and just connecting with people today. Yeah. Oh, hey, MS Thomas. What's up, girl? Always love seeing you come into the room. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you are, Sapphire. You're wearing pink today, too? Cool. Yeah, so wear pink. Wear, like, feminine colors, things that are soft. I always like wearing pink because my energy is so masculine. So I've really been focused on wearing more pink and necklace and earrings, to channel that feminine, energy within myself. So, and one of the things that me and Rambo got is coconut oil, a big old tub of coconut oil, because we use it for everything. We use it for our skin. He uses it for his hair. I don't use it for my hair. And then I use it for cooking, and so it just makes more sense to buy this big old tub of coconut oil. Okay. And then also what Rambo and I have been doing is the zero waste challenge. Well, I didn't say it hasn't really been a challenge, but we've been doing the zero waste and focus on being local and buying local and stuff. So that's been really rewarding, and we've been really learning a lot. Kaja Allison said, "Are you eating meat too?" Well, yeah, me and Rambo been eating meat. Like, we've been eating meat since we came to Hawaii. But this soup today doesn't have meat in it, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have meat. I just don't have that. But what like I said in the previous live that I had to end, if you do want to add meat, you can add like shrimp, you can add chicken, whatever meat that you choose to eat, or don't add it at all, because it's going to be a very hearty stew. So I still feel like it'll be filling, but if you want to add some meat to it, you can. Just work with what you have. And so me and Rim are actually going to do a video about our experience doing the zero waste and the different things that I'm incorporating. Yeah, I'm glad you caught the live. I know it's kind of janky how I promoted it, but me being a mom and all, it's like I don't have my own personal schedule. So I can't be like, y'all, I'm about to go live at this time. Not necessarily, not with running an Airbnb business and being a mom and all kind of stuff. So it's kind of like, and then Rambo has his things that he's, taking care of. So it's kind of like, hey, I'm going live today. Subscribe. Get that alert so you'll see that I'm live. That's all I can tell you. But I'm going to get better at that. I know that's just an excuse. But today I kind of just wanted to be off the cuff because I didn't know if I was going to be able to go live. But that's what I was focused on today, was going live. So with this recipe, the only seasonings that I'm using today is garlic seasoning and this homemade Italian seasoning that I made. And it's got sage, oregano and basil, and I think that's it. Yeah. Yes, I think that's it, And then dill seasoning, and then I have the lemon, and then I have salt, and then maybe possibly honey if it's needed. And that's it. Those are all the seasonings that I have. Now I do have curry, but I don't know if curry is going to fit with this recipe. And the reason why I don't really have any seasonings is because I'm trying to use up what I do have, and and I want to streamline it. But then also because of the zero waste and being more mindful in my kitchen, is that I don't want to be having all this stuff, and I'm collecting the containers. And so when I completely done, and I can go and get more seasoning. But I'm gonna talk more about that in the zero waste, and I'll also show you, you know, what I'm doing with that as well. So let's see. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is chop the stuff that we're going to saute first. So let's see if I will be able to let y'all get in on that, because I got this. I don't know, y'all. Me and Rainbow, we need to get a better tripod for sure, because this ain't working. Okay, can y'all see? Now I do like what I have, but it's like the space that I'm in, it's not enough to hold it up. So, and this is actually a really good position. Let's see. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut everything. So I'm going to start off with the onion. Now, probably use that, and then I'm just going to cut that little piece off and throw that over there. So I'm going to cut the onion up, and then sometimes I like to do this too, so it makes it easier. Because you see where you have the root, and so if you cut against the root, it'll be easier to dice. See, because the root holds the onion for you, holds the onion in place, and so then you have multiple pieces of onion without having to chase it. Yeah. Yep. And I think what I also will do for extra flavor is add this into the soup. This is the root. You can cook everything. So once I add everything together with the liquid, then I'm going to just put that in there. So I'll put that to the side. And so then I'm going to put the chopped onion in the bowl. And then we're going to cut the bell pepper. Now I cut around it. And then sometimes I'll put this in there, but usually I'll put the whole top in there, but I just cut around it. Okay. Yeah. So what are y'all making for lunch or for dinner? Like, comment below what the different things y'all are eating today. Yeah, because I'm actually getting inspired on the cookbook that I'm going to be making, because I am bringing out another cookbook. It was just a matter of which one I wanted to do, and so I know which one I'm going to do. It's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell y'all today. Okay. And if y'all have any questions, navy bean soup with quinoa today. That sounds good. Oh yeah, and I think with this soup, depending on how thick it is, you can serve it with quinoa and rice. Oh, I'm thankful, Miss Harmony. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the cookbook too. Yeah. So just cutting it. I mean, I'm sure there's a more fancier way to do this, but this is how I do it. Okay. Hey, Yvette. Oh, you just made lentil soup. Oh, you made too much. Yeah, with lentils, you gotta be careful, because with this is 1 cup of lentils, and when it expands, when you add water to it expands, it's a lot. It's a whole bowl of lentils. So I've learned that the hard way too with lentils, is that they go a long way. They're not like beans, you know. But even with beans, sometimes I have to be mindful. Oh, I love me some black eyed peas. Okay. Alright, so then put that in there, and then we're going to dice up You said probably gonna have a vegan banana mango smoothie. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe later on Rambo will make some of his delicious brownies. We haven't had those in a few days. I love Rambo's brownies. They're really good. Okay. So, now I'm just, let's see. Oh, you had steak and cheese with french fries and ginger ale. Okay, that sounds good. Did you make it yourself or did you buy it? Mm-hmm. So I'm just, how this is. Usually I make my own like garlic mix, but I don't have the olive oil, so I just been doing it like this. Oh, okay, okay. We're making lentil kale stew today, and we are making it just off the cuff. I'm gonna cut that cruddy piece off. Some people don't like using garlic. I don't have a problem with garlic. Um, you know what, Allison? I tried to make kale chips a long time ago, and it was in fail for sure. And I never tried to do it again because I didn't have a dehumidifier. I mean dehumidifier. I didn't have a hydrator. I didn't have a hydrator. I did it in the oven, and it just didn't work out the way that I was expecting it, and so I got discouraged, and I never did it again. You know, Rambo, have you ever made kale chips?
Yeah.
Oh, so Rambo, yeah. So he's made them. Did they turn out like the ones you get at the store?
Yeah. I mean, they were not, I don't think they were as crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah, mine were like soggy. It was either soggy or burnt. Well, it was like that. Okay. So then I think I'm going to and this celery is it's almost seen its last day. It's wilty. I'm gonna cut up the celery. I'm gonna cut up the crunchy things and then saute the crunchy things. That's always been my motto. Like, do the crunchy, saute the crunchy things, and then I'm just gonna like just take that off. Let me rinse it off real quick. Okay. So now I'm gonna just dice it or chop it. That piece. Alright. So now I'm going to put all of this in a bowl. So now I have everything that I'm going to saute in a bowl and just mix it all together. That could be a really good salad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you said no, I don't have an Instapot. I have a steamer. Yeah. Oh, and then we have the kale. All right. So now let me put this up. Hey, y'all. Okay. All right, let's see if it'll stay up. Okay. You said how long does vegetables last in the refrigerator? It depends. Like if you get them organic, sometimes they only last a few days, versus conventional. But then it's like they have these things that you can buy called Debbie Green bags, and the vegetables will last like almost a month. Ask me how I know. But yeah, you have to, and if you don't store your vegetables right, then they can wilt. Like I don't store my celery right. I just put it in the refrigerator, and so that's why it's limp. but it's still good. And so, and then with the kale, I probably didn't store that right. With greens, you have to be very careful. And seeing with this zucchini, I've had it in there for over a week, and see, and it's kind of like dried. You can't see it, but it's kind of like dried itself up, so it's preserving itself. So some vegetables just preserve itself. All right. So now what I'm going to do is cut the stove on, and I'm going to add some oil. That's the gas they're about to
Oh,
leave. Yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna one day Rambo and I are gonna get like tripods. Oh, okay, cool. And we're gonna have it to where you can actually see what we're doing, you know, when we're in the kitchen. Okay, I think I might add a little bit more oil. That. Okay. Put this to the side. This is in the way. Okay, so what I like to do is get a little piece of vegetable, put it in there, and listen for the simmer. And so what we've been doing with them big tubs of coconut oil, we've been what we've been doing with the big tubs of coconut oil, we've actually recycled and we turned it into a compost. And so that's the thing that Rambo and I've been like more mindful of is what really is recycling. Is recycling you just putting the stuff in the garbage and then you just allowing someone else to handle it. It's no different than regular garbage. So what we're doing is anything that we purchase, how can we reuse it again? Okay, so now we're gonna add this mixture. Let me turn it down because the stainless steel pot. They heat up really fast. And then what I'm going to do to bring out the flavors of the vegetables is add a nice little spoon of sea salt. It doesn't require a lot. Also, what I like to add too, you know what? Apple cider vinegar is a really good additive to foods too. It gives it a really nice flavor. If you don't want to add salt, apple cider vinegar will give you that ting that you need without the sodium. And then also what I like to use, what was that? Oh, the peanut butter. Also what I like to use is the liquid amino acids because it's like a soy sauce, but it gives the food a nice balance of sweetness and saltiness. You know, like I said, without the sugar and without the sodium, if that's something that you are trying to not have in your diet. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. But like what I was saying about recycling is do your best to be responsible for your own trash, okay? Don't just allow someone else to just handle it. You know, handle your own mess. And so that's what we're doing with this is that we recycle this coconut bin because it's huge, but it's so useful. And then what I'm doing is, because I had spaghetti last night, um, I'm going to take this jar and I'm going to take the label off. And then I'm going to use these as like storage containers, like maybe for like flowers around the property, like have flowers in that, or I can use it for like incense holders. I can use this container for different things. A glass jar is so multi-purpose. So I was like, let me, and then that's why I have like my seasonings. Like when you get seasonings, don't throw these away. Keep them. And then when you go to the store, then you can bring these. They will weigh your containers and subtract the price, and then just restock. Don't throw this away and then go get another one. Like it's really easy to just recycle. Like I don't even know what this originally was, but I use it for my dill. You know, my dill seasoning. Okay. So it's just about being mindful. That's what I'm learning through the process of zero waste. And like I said, me and Rainbow will talk about it more in depth, but I'm just like present on it right now because we're going to do a video and show y'all the different things that we've done and where we went. And we're still doing it. Like we're not like, oh, the 30 days is up. Like we're still going to be mindful and still incorporate the things that we're going to do. Now with this recipe, what I'm doing for the base, because the base is always important for a soup. So today what I'm using is tomato sauce, okay? Now, there's different bases for soups or stews. You have tomato sauce, you have coconut milk, you have cashew cream, and then you have vegetable or beef or chicken broth. Those are like the standard bases. Or you can just do water, but still, like what I'm doing now, I'm still creating a vegetable broth because when I do the sauteing of this, I'm going to add the water, and then I'm going to add the other vegetables and stuff. That's going to soak up all of these flavors from these vegetables. But yeah, so with my cookbook that I'm bringing out, it's going to be like a rule of thumb. Like the cookbook that I'm creating, you're going to be able to take that to the grocery store with you and be like, okay, this is the list of things that I must buy and keep in my kitchen at all times. Like I want the cookbook to be a tool for you to use in your life, because there's all kind of cookbooks, but I want you to be able to use this cookbook and it'll be your guide to when you go to the grocery store and you'll know what to buy. Hold on, let me get a cord because my phone's about to die. Well, that's not going to work. The other charger.
Inside.
Okay. So. Hopefully that let me do it and not fall. Oh crap, it's not gonna let me do it. I don't know why that would take the let's see something, y'all. We're gonna make this work. Okay. Yeah, cause this needs to like. Oh, okay. See, I'm telling y'all, Rambo is very resourceful. He be get mad at me when I be saying something like that, but I'm like, I didn't even think of that because I plugged it in, and then it was like it got too heavy, and remember, it was like you just gotta like shift the weight. Like I didn't even think of that. Okay, so I'm still sauteing the vegetables, and with the vegetables, you want them to wilt down. You want them to cook as much as they can. Now, some people like their vegetables to be crunchy. Well, for some things, that is, you should do that. But with this is a stew. If I was doing like a soup or something, maybe because it'll be more brothy and more watery, and it's nice to have like a little crunch. But with a stew, you really don't want that. You really want you want all the flavors and the textures to come together. Okay, so as that is cooking, now that's when I'm going to cut my potatoes, my little red potatoes. Okay. Alright, and so I'm going to dice these. I don't really like I really don't like chunky, like, soup stews sometimes. I like things to, like, all be cut up together and you can put all the flavors in your mouth. When it's chunky, you really can't do that. Well, in my mind, I don't think I can. Okay, so now I'm going to... Oh, this was perfect, Rambo. Like this little thing right here. Um, so dice it up. Yeah. And then sometimes if those chunks are too big, I just do this. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to dice that. And we'll turn this down a little bit because I don't want it to I don't want it to burn. Let me put that down. Okay. These up really fast. Yeah, so who else knows what their Venus sign is? Everybody list what your Venus sign is, and I tell you what you should be focused on today, because today is Venus Day. And Venus, knowing your Venus is really important because it's your heart. It represents your heart. You know, it represents the core of you. It represents your reality, why your reality looks the way that it looks. You know, when you were conceived, you first was a heart, and everything stems from the heart. So you want to understand that part of yourself. You want to know how you love. You know, you want to know what makes you attractive to others, you know. And then you want to know that part of yourself that might overindulge in a way, because Venus is about pleasure. So what part of you, like, you need to be more mindful of? Because when I do my readings, I can show you debilitations and everything. So even though Venus is about pleasure, there's is still some challenges that you need to be aware of that Venus will give you, you know. Okay, so just chopping potatoes. Alright, this is about, I have this one more potato, but I don't want to have too much potato, but I guess I should just cut it up. And then you take on my vegetables. They're doing really good. They're doing very well. My vegetables are doing really good. And the thing I like about soups is that, yeah, it might take a time to chop all this stuff, but if you make enough of it, this meal will last you for a few days, depending on how big your family is. But you can even make it big enough to where you and your family can eat off of it a couple of days. Okay. And then it's healthy for you. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. So now I'm going to just clean up my mess because I have a lot going on. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator. And here comes Mr. Zen. Yep, they see Zen doing what he does best. Be it all up in the cabinets. Austin, what you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's always in the cabinet. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me put this back because I'm not going to use it. Alright. Yeah, I like to keep everything organized in your kitchen. Make sure you stay organized. I cannot emphasize that enough. Even if your baby throws all the Tupperware on the floor, stay organized. Okay. Okay. So I got that underway. And let me stir this. So this is cook a little bit longer. And I'll show you, like, when it's done, what it should look like for me. So it seems to cook a little bit longer. And so now, I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these since you took it out. I'm just going to cut the rest of the vegetables. So I'm going to cut, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, pickle jars is really good for drinking glasses. They're good for a lot of things. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just cut the zucchini. Okay. Yeah. Put that in there. I did not cut that good. So I cut it like in 3 strips. Then I'm gonna put that to the side. Then let me stir my vegetables. Smell them. But yeah, I almost want them kind of like crispy looking. Almost there. Okay, so now put these mushrooms in here. This is gonna be good, y'all. This is gonna be real good. I've never made this before, so I'm gonna wash these mushrooms off. What I think, if I was gonna add any meat to this, I would either add some chicken or some shrimp. I think that's what I would. But me and Rampa don't even eat chicken. Like, it's not that we don't, it's just that we don't. It's not like we're like, oh, we're against chicken. It's just that we don't eat chicken. You know, we just eat if we eat anything, it's fish. And then we also eat some red meat. I know a lot of people are against eating red meat, but the red meat here that we eat is because it is grass fed and we see the cows. The type of life the cows have here is a beautiful life. So sometimes we do eat, red meat. I'm not, and it doesn't bother me. Now, when I had chicken, the one time I had chicken, it made my stomach hurt. So that's why I was just like, I'm not really into eating chicken like that. The only time I'm okay is when I eat fish and sometimes when I eat red meat. But I gotta be careful with that. I can't eat anything. I can't just eat any type of like steak because I don't digest it well. So I just stick to what helps me digest my food, good, and just call it a day. I know everybody got their own belief systems and their own religions in regards to food, but you need to listen to your body. Everybody is different. There's not a rule of thumb for everyone because you come into this world to be an individual. So, with that being said, your life path, your life, your destiny is going to look different than someone else's. Your health is going to be different. It's going to be affected in different ways than another person. You just have to know that. Like, I don't know why we try to create this box for ourselves and to think everyone else should be in that box with us. Like, because this is what's good for me, it's good for you. But that's just not the case. That's just, you know, what I'm learning. Like, we're just so self-righteous about everything, you know, and but then in the end, as you grow and evolve, you realize you didn't know what the hell you was talking about. So it's like, and then you're going to grow and you're going to learn, and what might have worked for you last year, it ain't working for you this year. You know, so just be open to change. Just be open to changing and evolving and adapting to life. Stop trying to define it. Just experience it. Just experience it and be open to it. And you will be guided in what and where you need to go. I believe that. That's what I can only tell y'all what's worked for me, and I can tell y'all what doesn't work for me. You know. But the one thing that I'm focused on is any information that I give the collective all is something that is general and something that will empower you. That's my motto as a teacher, as a leader, as somebody that puts themselves out there. I want to empower you. I want to educate you. I want to enlighten you. And that is it. And you do what you want to do with it. And I think we all should keep that in the forefront. Whatever it is that we believe in is those three things right there: educate, empower, and enlighten. Now, what you're educating people on, if it doesn't empower them or enlighten them, then you need to regroup, you know. And when you're empowering someone, make sure you're educating them and enlightening them, you know, because that's what gives people power is knowledge. Knowledge is what gives people power, you know. And then enlightening, being aware of oneself, constantly always being aware of you, okay? What you say? I'm thankful, C. Williams. Yes, I'm the Sagittarius. I gotta preach sometimes, but I'm preaching to you. Be you. Okay. All right. So I think this is about where I want it to be. Okay. So let me show y'all what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's a little crispy, a little brown. It's browning. You know. So now what I'm going to do is add the water. I'm going to add enough water to where it'll be enough for the potatoes and for the lentils, okay? We have a water filter, so I have to like go back and forth. So it's gonna take me a little bit. And hopefully, when I add the potatoes and lentils, it won't soak up the water so much. I guess I just have to watch it and be mindful of how high the heat is. Ooh, this looks good. You see, it looks like a nice broth. I'll let y'all see it. I'll take the camera off the thing and you'll be able to see it. think I'll do one more of those. Okay, I'm out of water. Okay. Yes, that's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is cut the heat back up. And I'm trying to think. Y'all think that I should add the potatoes and the lentils before the water boils, or wait till the water boils and then add the lentils and the potatoes? Let me know. What y'all think? I think what I'll do is go ahead and cut this mangy looking kale, because the kale's not going to go into that, because that's the one thing I do like to have a nice bite. Hey Earthman, I like to have a nice bite in some kale greens. I don't like to overcook my greens. Okay. Okay, so C. Williams said add the lentils and potatoes immediately. Okay. Anybody else? Should I add the potatoes and the lentils before or after the water boils? So I guess I'll just go. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add the lentils. Ooh, the lentils turn the water black immediately. Okay. Y'all, we see how this goes. Okay. It's like a nice black color. Okay. And so now I'm going to add the potatoes. Because I got this little bitty pot. Oh Lord. Okay. So I hope that they do soak up in this water, because it has overfilled. Okay. So hopefully the potatoes and lentils is going to soak. Okay. I'll show y'all. Let's see. How do I flip this? See, look, y'all. So it was like filled to the brim. Yeah, so we're gonna let that start letting that boil. Alrighty, man, I hope y'all right. I hope y'all are right. Look at Rambo. Hey, Rambo. And there's Zen playing in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. I didn't know that was right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let's hope that the potatoes will soak it up. Yeah, cause I still want, close to the end, I still want to add the tomato sauce. So, and we still got the zucchini and mushrooms to add. So I don't have no room for none of this stuff. So y'all just get to see me create this recipe. Sometimes when I am cooking, oh, do you need this, honey? Do you need this, honey? Sometimes when I make recipes, sometimes they don't work out. This could be one of them. I don't know. Just because, only reason why I'm feeling like I'm hoping that the potatoes will soak it up, because I don't have any room for nothing else. So we will see. But yeah, it happens. Like, you know, I don't beat myself up because I'm not perfect. You know, just learning. Okay.
1 minute.
Oh, it's gonna go down slow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it should. Because I know sometimes when I make soups with potatoes, sometimes it's like
Yeah.
it takes the the water and it gets too thick and starchy. So I might have done a good thing. I'm thankful for shot. Hmm. Yeah. So just waiting for it to bubble. What? Why are you looking like that?
I give Zen a banana.
Oh, yeah.
If you buy any, he'd be like,
Oh yeah. Zen Zen's so funny because like he picks and chooses when he wants to eat stuff and like today he's eating a banana and usually he doesn't like bananas, but right now I guess he's feeling the banana. I'll let y'all see. He has to make this face as I don't know why he does this. See. Yeah, see, that's his banana. And then he drops the banana. There you go, honey. Here you go.
I'm gonna put on
Oh,
sugar.
really? No, I didn't see. He's doing that because, yeah. So he picked it back up. So he thought he was about to get the nipple. See, look. Mm-hmm. So he's just eating his banana. Mm-hmm. Watching his musical. And then Rambo. What you over here doing, Rambo?
Working.
Working on what? Hold on. Me.
A project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rambo's working on a project. Graphic designs. Mm-hmm. And so this is what outside looks like. Mhm. What's the weather like over there where you at? Okay. So right now I just see this is what I have. I have it's the 60s. Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be like the 70s here. It's really not that hot here. Yeah. Oh, it was raining here, but it stopped. So yeah, it's nice here. I can't complain. Oh, you said wet, cold, enduring. Oh, you're in Ohio? Yeah, I'm sure it's cold in Ohio. Ohio. Dang, 30 degrees. Ugh, I do not miss the cold weather. I don't. Now it does get chilly here, but it don't get cold. Like it get chilly and you want to put like a sweater on, or you want to get into your bed and stuff on the covers. But it doesn't get cold. Like I haven't experienced winter um, in 3 years. Yeah, and I do not miss it like at all. Oh, okay. Monique is in Cali, so yeah, I've actually never been into California. Like I've been as far as like connecting a flight, but not like going there and hanging out. Yeah, 30 degrees. Mm-mm. No, absolutely not. Like we do not belong in cold weather. You know, we just don't. I know for me, I don't. I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you. You might think you belong in cold weather, but for me, I was like, absolutely not. Like when it would be winter time, I would just be in a bad mood. And I hated it. Now, the one thing I do like about being in places that have cold climates, you get to wear really cute jackets and boots and stuff like that. But I don't even wear stuff like that now. I don't wear high heels or anything. I want a comfortable earthing shoe, something that is comfortable on my foot. You said, where am I from originally? I'm from West Virginia, okay? And then I portaled through Hartford, Connecticut. So I was always around cold. But I was like, absolutely not. I never got. I never got used to that at all. Um, but yeah, that's why I live in the tropics. You know, it works for me. I love being, I believe that being in the sun, being in the sun is important to your life. You know, physically, mentally, emotionally, just the sun is what we need. You know, it's another medicine for us. You know, and like even sometimes here where we are right now, we're in the rainy season. It rains all the time. Like where we are, like it. Oh my gosh, the rainy season here is ridiculous, and it depresses you because the sun's not out. It's just raining, raining, raining. Yeah, we need water, we need the rain, but goddamn, it's like it's just so much, you know. But when that sun comes out, Rainbow and I make sure we get outside, and you know we give thanks because because we know right now we're not going to get a lot of sun. But at the same time, it ain't cold either, so can't complain. Well, can't complain too much. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, like I just particularly always want to live in the tropics. That's just me. I just believe that's where some of us belong. And it's just a whole different vibe. And yeah, and I'm so thankful that my baby gets to be raised in the tropics too. And watch him when he gets older. He's gonna want to go to the states and go to New York or something. Be in the cold because he wasn't used to the snow, and so now the snow fascinates him. I already see it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this to boil. Like right now, it doesn't look edible. It's just like a big old pot of liquid. Yeah. So let me take y'all outside while that's going on. Okay. Yeah, let's go outside for a little. Y'all can. I'll give y'all some sunshine. Okay. Mommy just going outside. Y'all can see the property. Yeah. Don't cry. We got grapefruits. Right now it's citrus season. Beautiful flowers. I'll show y'all the flowers. Show y'all some beauty today. Look at that. Beautiful flower. Any lemons? You know what? We have a tree that's supposed to be an orange tree, but the oranges are sour, so I use them as lemons. Yeah, I think so too, Your Royal Highness. The little fishies. Little fish. There's a leak in the pond, so I need to get the hose and refill that. That's the house. We've been really working in the garden and stuff, and um, pruning. Rainbow and I've been learning a lot about that. We realized we don't know nothing about no garden. Who is that? Oh, that must be the guest. Thank you. We appreciate it. Oh, wow. Flowers. Oh, those flowers are about to bloom. A lot of things had died. And we were like, what the hell? But now I see they're starting to bloom. This pretty flower. Oh, it's a little koi. It is relaxing. People always say it looks like a piece of corn. Yeah, these are the properties. This yellow one right here. And then we have a laundry room for people. Oh, one of the leaves fell. And then this is another property. The person's coming today. I'll check on the side. So, that looks like. And I picked the oranges from our tree. We found a tree that had really sweet oranges. And so, yeah. And this time, I'm trying to be creative, so I'm leaving the person like candies and macadamia nuts, and that's the house rules. And it's supposed to be one person, so I shut the door. This is like a bigger house, but I shut the door, and maybe she wants to stay in there. But yeah, so she comes today, and then the other guests, they just left, and they left the door open. Let's see what it look like in here. Okay. They didn't leave it too bad. Yeah, it's a 2 bedroom. They didn't leave it too bad. It was like 4 people in here. And this listing is for only up to 3. And so, like, I know they was cramped. Yeah. And that's the water catchment. All of our water on the property is rainwater. And let me see if y'all can see. There's our orange tree right there. All them oranges. They're so good. Oh, this fell. Have to put that in the compost. Okay. Fingers in the way. Yep, so that's the property. Let's go in here and see if the soup is boiling. It's very peaceful. Peaceful life. You getting sleepy? You getting sleepy? Are you getting sleepy? Yeah, he getting sleepy. Y'all, he got this house looking a mess. Okay, so now it's starting to bubble up. It's starting to bubble up now. And you know when you see that foam, you should also scoop that because sometimes that's what gives us gas. Because if you notice, I didn't add any seasoning yet because I know that sometimes when you cook beans, it creates a foam and I don't want to add the seasonings, and then when the foam comes, I have to throw away the seasonings because the seasonings get caught up in the foam. See? So you want to do your best to make sure you're not digesting that. But yeah, but it's starting to bubble up. Yes, then. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What's wrong? You ready to take a nap? Is that your nap cry? It's time for mommy to go. She entertained them enough. Hmm. Do I need to entertain you? Yeah. Yep. So y'all, I'm about to actually go because um, I gotta feed him, and I feel like he wants to take a nap, and then I gotta get started on the Airbnb because we have a guest coming, and so I know it's gonna take that super while to cook. But if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, what I'll do is post the soup results and also the recipe as well. Y'all see my toilet. Yeah, this is real life video, okay? But yeah, so y'all just hit me up, and let me know if you try the soup, and let me know how that works for you. Okay, then. All right, little buddy. All right. All right. No, thanks for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. Just trying to do something like different. It's not always about, teaching and all that. It's about just connecting family, because that's what I stand for: family, spirituality, and astrology. So, sometimes I let y'all in my family life and you can see what we're up to. And, me being, I know y'all like for me to be in the kitchen and cooking and stuff. So, just do something like different. Uh, yeah. You okay? You alright? You okay? Oh, my little buddy. My little buddies. Yeah. He's sleepy. See, I know his little sleepy cry. I know his little sleepy cry. Okay. So y'all hit me up. If you want a reading, like hit me up and we can schedule something. Just send me your email or hit me up on my IG. Alright? Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay balanced.